Meeting order. The municipality of Oakland-Wawanesa would like to acknowledge and recognize that we are operating on Treaty 1 and Treaty 2 lands, being the original territory of the Anishinaabe and the Dakota Nations and the homeland of the Métis Nation. First item is the adoption of the agenda. Be it resolved that the agenda for the July 16th, 2024 meeting be accepted as presented with the addition of the proposed RF Now Fiber Path addition under the order of general business. Please move that. Moved by Councillor Jones, seconder. Councillor Fisher, all in favor? Great. Be it resolved that the minutes of the June 18, 2024 regular meeting of council be hereby approved as circulated. Move that. Seconder Councillor McDonald. Any errors or omissions? All in favor? Be it resolved that the minutes of July 2nd, 2024 special meeting of council be hereby approved as circulated. That, Sir Fisher, seconder. Donald, any errors or omissions? All in favor? General accounts. Be it resolved that the July 8th, 2024 registered general accounts payable being checks number 7383 to 7441 and one man in the amount of $148,074.62 be hereby approved. Moved by Councillor Jones, seconder. Councillor McDonald, discussion. All in favor? Be it resolved that deposit 318 being staff payroll for the period June 10th to June 21st, 2024 in the amount of $17,079.31 be hereby approved. Councillor Fisher, seconder. Councillor Hatch, discussion. All in favor? Be it resolved that direct deposit 319 being staff payroll for the period June 24th to July 5th, 2024 in the amount of $17,527.51 be hereby approved. Somebody move that. Councillor Donald, seconder. Councillor Fisher, discussion. All in favor? Be it resolved that direct deposit 320 being council indemnities for the month of June 2024 in the amount of $6,219.12 be hereby approved. That, Councillor Donald, second. Councillor Hatch, discussion. All in favor? Be it resolved that the July 8th, 2024 utility accounts payable being checks number 1167 to 1172 $6,818.26 be hereby approved. Councillor Jones, second. Councillor McDonald. Discussion. Favor. Be it resolved that the statement of revenue and expenditures report to June 30th, 2024 be received as presented. Move that. Seconder, Councillor Fisher. Discussion. Took a real good article. Is there anything of any consequence there that's out of whack? Variance, no variance, sir?
Nothing that is not explained.
All in favor? Be it resolved that the bank reconciliations for the month of June 2024 be approved as previously circulated. That, I'm seconder. All discussion. Favor? Okay, we have delegations and no public hearing.
Under the order of communications, there are few from the Association of Manitoba Municipalities. They are dated June the 19th, June 21st, June 26th, July 5th, and July the 8th. There's information from Bell MPS. Welcome and back. The Canadian Wildlife Service Prairie Region has sent information on species at risk at update. CWB National Leasing has announced that they are merging with National Bank. Enbridge Pipeline and Synergy Land sent information on their 2024 preventative maintenance. Council will know that usually I put information like that under general business. In this instance, this was already approved in November, and they are just sending notification that they are starting. Federation of Canadian Municipalities have communiques dated June the 17th, 18th, 21st, 24th, and 27th, as well as July's. The Keystone Planning District sent information, wants to make any representation with respect to their development plan public hearing. Municipal and Northern Relations sent out bulletin number 18, which is a review of planning legislation. Municipality of Deloraine Winchester sent information on their 32nd annual baseball horsing tournament. Municipality of Rashot sent information about their electric zero-turn mower. If anybody is interested, they find it just doesn't stay charged long enough for the hours that they need to run it. Post here sent information on structural product information for whole buildings. Public Utilities Board sent out their Pub Post, a spotlight series. Rural Development Institute sent their July newsletter. Rural Manitoba Economic Development Corporation announced Craig Soldier as one of their advisors. STARS sent some information on what their 2023-2024 missions have looked like. Statistics Canada sent out the newer edition of the Data Lens, the June edition. We received some thank yous for grants and bursaries. And we also had a site visit and report from Workplace Safety and Health that required some minor works to be done, but there's no follow-up that has to go through.
Good. Okay, resolved that the above noted communication be received. Moved by Councillor Jones, seconded by Councillor Fisher. In discussion. All in favor? Okay, committee reports. Councillor Fisher, you have a written report, anything to add?
Just that I have been traveling a lot gravel roads. Take a different road, back roads going to Brandon every time. And I'm amazed at how they're been 95% of the places. And there's places that are soft. They've been soft for 40 years. So that's it.
Good. You, Councillor Jones, you have a written report. No, sir. Okay. Councillor Hatch, you have a written report, anything to add?
No, everything's good.
Mr. Rome has his report. Councillor McDonald, you have a written report, anything to add to it?
No, I'd just like to add, Mr. Chairman, we received one of our new handy vans. It arrived in Bunboro last week, and they've already made using a little bit around town. We have not got it deckled yet. We're waiting. The other one's supposed to arrive in a week. They're waiting for a couple more things. So hopefully we get it soon because they're already booking some trips for the morning. So so that's a good sign. So once we get her, we'll get them deckled and get the few things we need, and hopefully orientation goes good. And all good. Thank you.
Great. Councillor McGregor's report is there. My report, nothing to add to it. The CEO's report, anything to add to your?
No, there's not.
Finance officer, anything to add to your report?
Okay.
The clerks is there. Fire chief report. It resolved that the verbal and written reports be received. Seconder. Fisher, all in favor? Okay. Move on to bylaws, I guess, eh? We have bylaw number 40-2024 be it resolved that bylaw number 40-2024 being a bylaw to amend animal control, bylaw number 05-2021 with respect to invoicing property owners be read a second time. So Councillor Jones, second by Councillor Fisher. Discussion. All in favor? Be resolved that the bylaw number 40-2024 be read a third and final time. Fisher, second Councillor Hatch. This is a recorded vote. So all in favor? Yeah. Okay. So bylaw number 41-2024 being a lot grading and drainage bylaw be read first time. So be resolved that bylaw number 41-2024 being a lot grading and drainage works bylaw be read this first time. McDonald, second Councilor Jones, there's no discussion on the first reading. All in favor? Okay, so now we're going to move to the venture. All right. So we want to do the resolutions and discussion or do you-
If you put the first resolution on the floor, Elaine would have a chance to speak to the new number that's in it.
So be it resolved that administration be directed to proceed with preparing the debenture for the estimated cost of water treatment improvements, commercial street water line replacement, Water Street relining one block, and Park Street relining one block, and engineering design services in the amount of $1,187,000 at an annual interest, estimated annual interest rate of 7.725%. Move that. Councilor Patch, seconder. Councilor McDonald. Okay, discussion. You want to give us some breakdown? Because last time we didn't have the.
Okay, the information is all in the agenda package. Report. I made copies if anybody wants.
Yeah.
If you haven't had a chance to look at it or look at others in front of you.
Yeah.
Basically, I was asking if engineering services were included in the amount. Community, and where the estimate of the cost came from. Did some digging. I checked with Chelsea and Drew, and in the fall, when we were looking at this, Drew had gotten an estimate. 350,900 for the relining. We bumped that up to 400, knowing that costs are not going down. And bumped it up to 500,000 for the water replacement. There was no mention of engineer folks. So Chelsea reached out to a few different engineering people to see if we could get an estimate. We got one response back and said 12 to 15% of the costs. That seemed really high. And also got a reply back from Water Stewardship. They said an estimate of 5% of construction costs would be realistic. So for these projects, it works out to $65,000 for all three projects. Recommended bumping that up to 70,000 to allow for contingencies. If we, so the municipality would have to budget for half of it because it can apply to water services. Each of the projects one at a time, but get 50%. So added that number in, and that's where came up with the 1487. On the information that I gave you 3 different scenarios. That number is what you would have to put in the bylaw. That's kind of worst case scenario. Chances are very good that the interest rate will be lower. And if we get 250,000 for the first project, we'll have to borrow that much less. The first project cost is 500,000. If we get the grant for half of that from water services, that would reduce this by 2 grand. That's where the numbers are. But for public hearing purposes, for bylaw purposes, that's where these numbers.
Our balloon levy was the same.
And
You have to go to the high end and then it come in.
anytime we do the ordinance, as it's much easier to go back to municipal board with a lower number than to try and say we need to borrow more because the interest rate is too low.
Now, our engineering, this will be done, water services look after all of that.
Yeah, there's a resolution a little bit further down.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Just
if,
everybody's aware of it.
Yeah. if we have the resolution for them to start it so that we're project ready. That really increases our likelihood of getting the 250,000. You know, we want to do it now. It's a priority.
Okay, questions, Councillor? Go ahead.
Mr. Chairman, just wondering, the interest rate, like you said, it probably will be lower, but so is it whatever rate they give us, is that the full term of what we're looking at, or is that?
It would be, if we go with RBC, they will do it for 10 years and then it gets redone for the following, and that's the longest term.
Yep. Okay, thank you.
Our borrowing power is still there as far as, our borrowing ability, as far as, our numbers go, we're good.
I'm gonna double check that when I do the final. But yeah.
Because we've got those debentures out already, I just want to make sure that's following regulations.
Yeah, and that would be something that municipal board checks.
Anything else? All in favor? Be resolved that the method of calculating local improvement levy be based on an amount per parcel of land as well as the mill rate and portion of assessment. That's secondary. Comment? Discussion on that?
Just ask a question on the scenarios that I gave. It was with a $3,000 prepayment, which is based on $100 a year, 20 years. Want to confirm that that's the prepayment amount that council, if we could go with 150 times 20, which would be a $3,000. That
Yeah,
if more people prepay, we have to borrow less.
but that'll take you to $3,000.
The 3,000, yeah, I don't know if, I'm just throwing it up there.
That's the magic number. Somewhere, and that can always be changed. Okay, let's get that.
The bylaw will have to be,
Well, the while they're going to be making some amendments to it to reduce the debenture. You're not. We know all our numbers. We're not going to know all our numbers until it's moved to tender, et cetera, et cetera. So all the numbers are going to be adjustable.
If we stayed with the 2,000 and then we're able to get the grant, that would reduce the mill rate portion. Because you can't have some people prepay 2,000 and some,
Yeah, it has to be one number. Just saying that's.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking here a magical number of 2,000. The best number for that is 2,000 and 3,000. Also, who's going to be able to pay that kind of money?
exactly, that's why I'm just
I think
throwing it up
2,000
there.
is a better number. But and so, individuals.
If we have a little bit lower, 2,000 versus 3,000, we might get more people prepaying. Which is
Which will help the venture.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'd be more apt to say 2,000, leave it at that. That's my personal opinion. Council thinks of that.
so that,
2,000.
okay, so that's if everybody prepaid 588,000 off the borrowing, which is a little more than a third.
So you can get everybody doing it, but.
No, but for sure, but just where the numbers look.
Question, all in favor? Be resolved that the proposed local improvements district be all taxable, grant in lieu, and otherwise exempt properties within the village of Wawanesa, Oakland-Wawanesa, with the exceptions of cemetery, which is described as roll number 2200. Three properties located south or east of the river, described in roll numbers 219-900, 220-600, and 221-200. The dam site described as roll number 222-600. Properties owned by the municipality described in the roll numbers at 204-200, 205,000, 205-400, 212-150, 212-905, 212-910, 213-850, 214-100, 214-300, 217-300, 217-600, 217-800, 219-625, 219-825, 221-300, 221-400, 221-530, 221-540, 222-500, 224-300, 22700, and 229-800. I got all eight. Can you please move that? And seconder, Councilor Fisher. Discussion. Anything else we should look at or? Anyway, give it that, all in favor. Okay, be it resolved that in order for the municipality to initiate engineering design in advance and have a tender-ready project, assistance from Manitoba Water Stewardship Board be.
Services.
Yes. Be requested for the design component of the commercial street water line replacement project utilizing a 50-50 cost share.
Sorry,
Did you change that?
I did. It's in the new agenda.
So be it resolved that in order for the municipality to initiate engineering design in advance and have a tender ready project, assistance from Manitoba Water Stewardship Board be requested for the design component of the commercial street water line replacement project. 50% funding assistance for the design component and project management services whereby the municipality share shall come from Borough.
Give you what you need.
I believe so.
Okay. Let me move that, please. Councilor Fisher, discussion. In favor.
Couple more questions on that.
Okay.
So what we've got is, the next step is the public hearing. I want to confirm the date. We had tentatively said the same date as the August.
Council meeting?
Yeah. That means we would have to get the letters out before the end of July, which I think is doable. And if we go with that date, which is Tuesday, August 20th, 6:30 PM, because we have to have this on the public notice. Okay, with everybody. And
Usually what we do for hearings.
then location, do we want to do the United Church again? Or we had talked about the hall or the,
New Horizons?
If you're gonna do the church, you could do here. Over there.
Say not the church. I'm saying either here or
You will use,
I think it's good here. I don't think we're gonna have that many.
Yeah, it's only a village one anyway, right?
Exactly, no rural. You know, it's, I mean, traditionally, the utility has been 3 or 4 people. Here's. That's
Here?
here. Okay. Next business,
here in the general business.
one more page. Okay, so Enbridge temporary crossing, be resolved that the request dated July 5th, 2024. AIM Land, Enbridge is incorporated for temporary access and crossing of Southeast 22-717 W in accordance with the existing blanket access agreement be approved. Move that. Second, Councilor Nash, discussion.
here's, Drew will, is it? Sorry, I could have pulled the map.
I can turn the big map into if you'd rather.
Oh, I'm section 20 and 21, so they've got to be just the main. It's got to be on Drew's.
Village pumping station.
Okay.
I think that's.
Oh, yeah, they're gonna do some work there, so. I had a guy in my yard yesterday.
All in favor? Be resolved, respected July 11th, 2024, AIM Lands, behalf of Edbridge Pipelines Incorporated, for open temporary access and crossing at Northeast 22717W in accordance with the existing blanket access agreement be approved. With that. Mr. Fisher, Councilor Jones, rather. Seconded. Discussion. Favor? Okay, speed limit signs, being resolved that an agreement be entered into with Manitoba Public Insurance Corporation for the loan of 2 speed devices in accordance with the agreement dated July 1st, 2024. That, seconder. Councilor Fisher, discussion.
Chelsea was talking 3. The last meeting.
I believe she was intending on getting the one that we currently own fixed, so we would have 3 operational.
We've been trying to get one fixed for a year and a half. now.
Buy it. Take it down. In favor? Whereas the municipality utilizes the service of the Office of the Fire Commissioner for inspection of homes and buildings being constructed in the municipality, whereas the Office of the Fire Commissioner does not conduct safety inspections on existing structures. Whereas there is need for safety inspections to be conducted on properties within the municipality, now therefore be it resolved that Rachel Andrews be named a delegated officer for the municipality to conduct safety inspections on an as-need basis at a rate of $32 per hour plus mileage in accordance with the municipal rate set annually. Somebody move that. Second, Councilor Hatch, discussion.
Rachel Andrews is,
She is the planning and building inspector for Glenboro South Cypress Planning District. The other thing that is noted, needs to be noted here is that she requires that she be covered under our municipal insurance. And Elaine has checked and that is doable. We did check with an individual also who does similar services within the municipality. His viewpoint is it's probably better to have somebody outside of the municipality do this type of.
All in favor? Whereas pursuant to section 372 of the Municipal Act, the municipality may set a reserve bid in the amount of the tax arrears and costs in respect of the property. Therefore, be it resolved that the reserve bid be placed on all properties in the amount of all arrears and costs in respect of each property listed for tax sale. Moved by Councilor McDonald, seconded Councilor by Jones. Discussion. All in favor? Okay, the addition to the agenda. Resolved that proposed fiber path on the north side of Road 45 North located in Northwest 24-8-19 WPM and crossing into Northwest 13-8-19 WPM as outlined on the map attached to the dated July 2024. From RF now be approved subject to the terms and conditions of the installation agreement dated October 26, 2023. Move that. Councilor Don, second Councilor Hatch. Discussion.
If any other ones that haven't been done in our municipality that were signed up before, is that hopefully going to be done soon?
From what I have been told from RF now is they had about 6 on the list and they were working through them, so.
Perfect. Okay, thank you.
All in favor? Be resolved that this meeting is now adjourned. Meet again on August 20th, 2024 at 9 a.m. at the municipal office in Wawanesa. By seconder, Councilor Jones. All in favor?